this is completely just pure gateways. You just get as many units as you can, and then you just flood your opponent. Nice little move here, killing off the debris is Ezreal doing, so he's going to have even a bigger ramp. But he needs to do two things. He needs to survive and he needs to save his third base. If the third base dies, he's going to succumb to not having enough production. But look at this, we have 1,000 minerals for Shana, who will just be warping in so many units. We see here, like one warp in is 7 zealots. That is amazing. And I think Ezreal will struggle quite a bit to hold this. He didn't go to too many workers, but it's very, very hard to deal with this kind of all-in. And I feel Shana might just be able to bust through this. It all depends on the links, I feel. If the links manage to like surround these Stalkers, he has a good chance. But if those cells connect with the links, that is bad news bears for Ezreal. And Ezreal trying to hold this. Those roaches taking a lot of damage. Roach right now kiting these cells, but a lot of links running into the cells are dying. Here comes even more links running right into the cells. They're not attacking the Stalkers, and although the cells are dying, they're not dying quick enough, and right now the Stalkers are getting surrounded, but they're not dying. They're kiting away the links, and now it's up to Shana to start killing off the roaches one by one. The roaches are forced back, and it looks like Shana might have done it. He's pushing on through here. He's killing off roaches left and right. And right now there's a very big shortage of roaches on the Zerg side of the map. Really, there's only 9 here. And more cells coming in. It's getting increasingly harder and harder to kite these roaches. And Link's trying to connect, trying to make something happen. The roaches are attacking in the background, but they're just not doing enough damage. There's way too many Stalkers, and now cells in the natural doing so much damage, attacking units which have to be micro. But right now, Ezreal is focusing on the micro in the third base location. There's just way too many units all around the map for him to deal with this, and roaches not microed against cells will just die. Even roaches are bad against cells if they're not microed. So here comes Shana. It's running up to the natural base, and now it's do or die. He cannot back away from this, but I don't think he needs to either. A lot of roaches going down. We see right now 10 roaches against 14 Stalkers, and what is it, 4 zealots? More being warped in as well. This looks like a very dire death for Ezreal, I had to say. Shana just demolishing him with this all-in, and he's done it over and over again, and it's just way strong against these players. It just seems like he just hits this very strong timing with the 7 gates, even moving into an 8 gate, and just keeps whooping in more and more. And there we go, the GG falls, and Shana will have a 1-0 very quickly in just over 10 minutes game. I feel maybe it was 12 minutes game. Wow. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, do remember, if we do hit 100 followers, we're going to release a replay pack. So, you know, keep your eyes open for that. If you haven't followed already, please do. If you like our content, of course. We're not going to force you, or are we? No, but we're not going to force you to follow. But if you want to, of course, if you like the content, do please hit that follow button. And of course, if you hit 100, replay packs will ensue. Now, we've just casted the first game in the last series of this last group of GPL. That's a lot of last and first. But the one who wins here is going to be the second one qualifying from this group. We had first Iasonu, I think. I had to read his name once again because my brain keeps... Iasonu, yes, Iasonu. My brain keeps scrambling his name. But yes, Iasonu won the winners match, so he got it through into the round of 16. And right now it's up to either Shana or... what was it, Ezreal? Yeah, Ezreal. To make it as well. It's right now Shana's up 1-0 after that 7 gates, and he's done 6 out of 6 games. I'm just gonna call it. He's gonna do it again. Trust me, he's going to do it again. So I don't know. The question is, if Shana opens with a gateway first, he will go 4 gate pressure into an 8 gate or 7 gate. Now, if he goes for Nexus first, he's going to go for a like he will go for 3 gateways and then go straight into what would you call it? Like he'll go straight into 7 gates. There we go. There we go. My brain is slow but surely shutting down, but it's surviving for now. And we'll see, because this might just be a short game once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for the second and maybe even last game of this GPL. At least for this group, it's going to be an overgrowth. Did he really just choose overgrowth? Because I think this is the pick of Ezrek, if I'm correct. I think it might be. But if it's Ezrek's pick on overgrowth, I mean, this is the map to do that kind of aggression on. But we'll see, we'll see. Because we have spawning top right hand side as the red Protoss player. It is going to Shana. And as his opponent in the bottom left-hand side, playing as the blue side player, and he's getting proxy 2 gated, it is going to be Ezrek. So, this is, I talked a lot to my friend. My friend is like High Masters Protoss, but I talked a lot to my friend who actually got me interested in thoughts. I started talking to more and more Protoss players, and they say, Overgrowth is a great map to proxy 2 gate on. It's like the map to proxy 2 gate on if you don't want to do something super quirky like on a 4-player map or something. But this is a great map because of the 3rd base location, because you can easily proxy 2 gate, and unless your opponent has a very odd Overlord scouting, or if your opponent wants to go for super early 3rd base and just sees it, happens to see it, unless he does something like that, you will do so much damage. It's very hard to hold on to this. But a drone scout from Ezrek is going to be the saving grace. He drone scouts and sees, okay, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's easy to count. 4 plus 4 equals 8. Okay, so we have 8 workers in the middle line, and the pool goes down. He's going to get a spine crawler, and he should hold. He should hold. This is something you always should hold. Here comes the Overlord, and he doesn't show the Overlord. This is brilliant, because if he shows the Overlord, we might see just a handful of cells and start probing, start chronoing on probes. But it doesn't show that he knows it. Now, I think that Shana should know that, should have seen the worker, because the worker went in. He should have paid attention enough, but he doesn't know exactly what's in the base yet. The first cell has come down, and it's all about saving time for these 2 spine crawlers. That cells cannot be allowed to kill the spine crawlers, and it's all about now that the Overlord scouts how much chrono goes down. Like, does he keep on making cells? Does he chrono out the cells? Does he stop at any point? Like right now, we don't see any cells being made as these links run out. So, okay, cells continue being made, but we do see probing behind this. So what he can do, and what he's doing right now, is that he's putting cells on the ramp here to kind of wall it off, and he will try to transition out. This is like the move to make. If you know you get scouted, you can't do any more damage. And if your opponent is greedy enough to not get as many spines as he should, or not as many lings as he should, you can actually just go up to like 8 cells or so and then push in and kill him. Which happened to me way too many times. And it's not a pleasant feeling. So, lings coming into the base, going to disturb the pros for a while. There are 5 lings that can actually do a nice amount of damage. A nice surround though by the pros. And it does kill, well, he kills 5 workers. That is very surprising. And with that, he kills even 1 more. Whoa, 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 guys. This is actually a big deal. This is actually a very, very big deal, because now we have 17 workers against 7. That Ling is still harassing everywhere. And with 3 health, he's just pulling workers off the line, making sure he doesn't lose the Ling. That's the only real threat here, that he loses the Ling. Because right now he can pull workers off mining. He can be very annoying. He kills 5 Celots as he's went to roaches. So roaches on one base will crush what Sean is doing right now. As long as these roaches can just hatch soon, they are almost done. Right now, hold position on those drones. It is all about getting those roaches out. And Shana, he will be focusing down the spine crawler, but here comes the roaches, and all those spine crawler is nice. Roaches will kill those cells so quickly. Just make sure he saves those drones. That's the main thing here. He has to save the drones. He has to keep killing these cells. All he needs to do now is go down, march down, kill as many cells as possible, and then just kill the pylon. As soon as the pylon is dead, Shana has lost the game. That is it. And this game is almost over, guys. There is almost a mathematical impossibility for Shana to win right now, unless something extreme happens, okay? He doesn't have a forge at home. He unpowers the gateways. There's no probe on the map to really help those gateways once again. The only way is if for some reason the cells come into the base, kill all the workers, and he somehow managed to hold it own. But the spine crawl is being made, and that is going to be enough, and I feel this might just be the GG. All the cells are coming out, there's no more production of cells, and they are dying, and that is going to be GG, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a 1-1 on our hands. Look at that, beautiful. 1-1, we're going to the ace game in the last series. Whew. Things are getting intense here. Things are getting intense. So with that, we're getting ready for the ace game. Of course, this is GPL. This we're casting on Esports Heaven. Your observer is today Joe, and I'm Zoeg. Of course, shouts to NetEase. I remember this time, Joe. And Logitech, of course, and of course Blizzard. Now, if let's see, yes, if you just if you wonder what the GPL is, it's the Chinese equivalent of WCS. Now, we just had two really aggressive games. I like the Shana went for the Proxy 2 gate, but it was such a good move to Drone Scout. That Drone Scout just saved everything for Ezreal here. So now Ezreal and Shana are 1-1. Does Shana all in? Shana has gone for 6 out of 6. 6 out of 7 gates. Yes, oh god, so many 6 and 7 gates. 6 out of 7 games have been 6 out of 7 have been 7 gates or 8 gates, and the last game was a Proxy 2 match. So it's getting interesting. So I guess he's just going back to his you know, trustworthy macro stylistic 7 gates, if you want to call it that. And by the way, before we get into the game, just want to say, if you like what you see, please do follow us here on Twitch and Twitter. It does help us quite a bit from that. And if you have any feedback, leave it in the comment section, or not comment section, wow, I'm thinking YouTube, in the chat, or just on Twitter. And we'll, of course, read it and try to improve as much as we can. Right now we're casting live on the Chinese servers, and it's pretty cool because we managed to make it work with VPNs and everything. So really excited that we actually made it work for once. So let's try this once again. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the last game in this GPL group, in the last GPL group. The last player will be making it into round 16. It's right now 1-1. It's the ace game. Everything is on this. There's $13,000 US dollars in the prize pool. There's a lot of money if you make it into the finals. So everything is on stake here, guys. And we have two really excited players for this. Let's introduce our first player to the top left-hand side. It is going to be the Red Protoss player, Shana. And his opponent in the bottom right-hand side, as the blue side player, managed to survive versus the 2 gate, but not the 7 gate. It is going to be Ezreal. So right now, Ezreal going for that very early scout. This is an incredibly early scout from Ezreal, but he wants to make sure. This is the kind of scout you do when you want to win every single game, when you're close to getting that promotion or to get into Grandmaster, whatever you're trying to get into, and you play a random barcode and you're like, I know you're going to all in, I know you're going to cheese, you go for 9 drone. Like that's when you